What is going on, everybody? It is me again. It's HorrorFan34, and welcome to another video. And I guess welcome to another review for the Christmas Movie Day Challenge. Now we're getting on to the third film. It's been really fun doing this so far. Did the first two reviews, reviewing Scrooge and Home Alone. It was really fun watching those films again, just revisiting them again for the holiday season. Now we're getting on to the third review for the challenge, and I mentioned it actually in the Home Alone review that I was going to review the sequel for the third movie review, and I'm going to do that as of right now. And actually, I do not own this film. Surprisingly, I own the first one on Blu-ray, but I don't own the second one. I never really got a chance to picking up the second one on DVD or Blu-ray. But I'll have to get it at some point. But I've seen this film so many times, it's my favorite of the franchise. But if you can tell by the title of the video, it's going to be on Home Alone 2. Just pretend like there's an invisible DVD here. No, I'm just kidding. But Home Alone 2 was a film that was released in 1992. Once again, directed by Christopher Columbus. Yeah, Christopher Columbus. Yeah, the explorer. Yeah, Chris Columbus. Sorry, not Christopher Columbus. Trust me, not the Explorer. Chris Columbus comes back to direct this because he did the first one. And Chris Columbus, I've always been a fan of him as a director, whether it be these films, Mrs. Doubtfire. I mean, the guy's done a lot of really good stuff that he's directed, and this is one of my personal favorites of his. I'd probably say it's either this or Mrs. Doubtfire that's like my favorite film that he's directed. I love both films so much, and I love the first one, but the second one was actually the first one I ever saw of the Home Alone films. This was the first one I ever saw. I remember seeing this a lot of times on ABC when they aired it for holiday season, and they still do air it on ABC. Home Alone 2 is such a fun film. Now, if you don't know the story of Home Alone 2, it's basically a recycle of the first film, pretty much, but only taking place in New York City rather than at home. But the basic idea is that it takes place after the first film. You have Macaulay Culkin coming back as Kevin McAllister. And once again, his family's going on a vacation for the holidays. This time, instead of Paris in the first film, it's Miami and Florida. And basically, the whole thing would happen with Buzz again. Buzz insults, puts these two candle things behind Kevin's ears and makes fun of him during a Christmas pageant. And Kevin realizes it because everybody's laughing at him. And I think that's my dog barking, so please excuse that. I don't know what he hears. But anyways, if you hear barking, then please excuse that. But Kevin, hits Buzz, and the pageant goes wrong. Everybody falls, and the pageant's ruined. Of course, Kevin gets in trouble once again, gets sent to the attic. But this time, the family oversleeps once again, and they have to go rush to the airport to catch their flight. But this time, Kevin does manage to come along with them, but he gets lost in the airport because someone's wearing a similar jacket to his dad. And eventually, Kevin ends up on a flight to New York City. And basically, when he gets to New York City, it's him just having fun in New York, staying at the Plaza Hotel, a lot of other stuff. And of course, he encounters the two robbers once again, Joe Pesci and Daniel Stern, Harry and Marv, and the traps and things like that. I mean, everybody knows Home Alone 2. Now, a lot of the cast members come back from the original. You have, Macaulay Culkin coming back. You have Catherine O'Hara coming back. John Hurt, may rest in peace. They come back as the mom and the dad. All the family members come back, all the same cast members. Like the guy that played Uncle Frank, he comes back. Rory Culkin, who plays Fuller, who's the kid that always wets the bed, Macaulay Culkin's younger brother, he's in here as well back. And, of course, Joe Pesci and Daniel Stern come back as Harry and Marv. And you get some new additions to the cast. You have Rob Schneider. You have Brenda Fricker from Angels in the Outfield. She's the pigeon lady. Tim Curry. I mean, Tim Curry is the highlight of the film for me personally. I always get a kick out of Tim Curry in this film. I'll get to his parts in a second. But what I really enjoyed about this sequel is just watching the scenes of Kevin having fun in New York. Going on sightseeing and going into like I guess like I don't know what they call it in New York City, but I guess like Chinatown, getting fireworks, and of course, getting a reservation at the Plaza Hotel in a suite using his dad's card, and and all the stuff that happens. Like I love the part when Kevin is in the limousine eating a cheese pizza and drinking some Coca-Cola, watching The Grinch, and things like that. I mean, I always thought that was like one of the coolest scenes in the film when I was a kid, and still is to this day. I still to this day want to ride in a limo with pizza, soda, and watching The Grinch. I was always obsessed about doing that. And like I said before, when Kevin gets to the Plaza Hotel, you have two of the workers there. You have Tim Curry and Rob Schneider. I think this was actually Rob Schneider's first ever film that he did, because around this time, Rob Schneider was doing SNL. And I like the whole running gag with Rob Schneider where people, like, he's doing this, like, for a tip, and they keep giving him gum. And especially and there's a part where Kevin says to Rob Schneider, he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, you wanted a tip." And he's like, "That wouldn't be necessary, sir. I still have some tip left over." And he has the gum in his hand. And then Kev pulls out a wad of cash. And when he realizes what Kevin meant, he's like, "Oh, wait." And like I said before, getting on to my favorite part of the film, it is Tim Curry as the concierge. And you have the whole thing where Kevin messes around with the hotel employees when they find out that it was his dad's card and not his. They go on after him with security, and when they pop into the suite room that he's staying in, he's playing that thing, hold it right there. I knew it was you. I could smell you getting off the elevator. And just like Tim Curry's reactions to everything, like especially like I said, the part when the guy's like, "I knew it was you. I could smell you getting off the elevator." And then Tim Curry goes, "You was there last night too, wasn't it?" "Yes, sir. I was. You was there, and you was smooching with my brother." What? Don't give me that. You've been smooching with everybody. Snuffy, Gail, Leo, Little Mo with a gimpy leg. And then one of the names that he mentions is Cliff, and one of the security guards has Cliff as his name tag. And then the guy's like, "I can go on forever, baby." And then Tim Curry is just like, I am terribly sorry, sir." Just like Tim Curry's reaction is just gold. Tim Curry is easily the best thing in this film. Would you come on, be careful in there? There's a crazed madman in here with a gun. He's crawling on the floor. Tim Curry's reactions are so gold, and especially when Catherine O'Hara slaps him across the face, I always thought that was hilarious. And once again, Joe Pesci and Daniel Stern as Harry and Marv. And like I said, I like the second one the most because not only is the first one I saw, but I also really like the traps more in this one. The traps in here are so damn funny. Like, especially the staple gun in the door. And just like when Daniel Stern tries to pull the string and then the staple goes in his butt and he's like, "Yow! Oh, Harry, I've reached the top." And he falls down and he just looks up. He's like, "Wow, what a hole." And then, of course, one of my favorite things the first time I ever saw that I was crying, laughing with tears. I was laughing my ass off is when they're going up the stairs and then Harry's reminding Marv, "Remember what happened last year with the paint cans getting thrown down and they get hit in the face, but they dodge both of them, but they don't realize Kevin has like a big black metal pipe that he throws down and then hits them and they go flying down, and then like he cuts the string and then the pipe falls down, and you hear Joe Pesci kind of murmur a little, "No," and then the pipe falls on them. And I also mentioned, too, another really fun scene is when Kevin is at Duncan's toy chest, the toy store. And actually, Mr. Duncan, the guy who's at the register, he's like talking to him, he gives him the turtle doves. That's, I don't know the actor's name. Shoot, I should know him, but if you don't, man, I don't know the actor's name. It's gonna kill me. But that's Roy Wally from National Lampoon's Vacation, the owner of Wally World. That's the guy at Duncan's toy chest, the older guy. And it was cool to see him in a small role. Brenda Fricker as the pigeon lady in Central Park. Of course, she was the foster mom in Angels in the Outfield. A lot of other stuff. She's in here as kind of like the, I guess, the woman version of Old Man Marley from the first movie. And overall, this is just a really fun, entertaining sequel. It's really funny. Like the cast does a good job. Macaulay Culkin, Rob Schneider for a little bit that he's really good. Tim Curry is my favorite part of the movie. But it was cool to see, like, the guy from National Lampoon's Vacation, Roy Wally, Brenda Fricker, Catherine O'Hara, John Hurd. And once again, Chris Columbus did an excellent job directing this film. And overall, fun movie. I mean, what more can I say about Home Alone 2? I mean, everybody knows about the first two Home Alone films. But that's pretty much it for my review for Home Alone 2. And thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.